Okay, hi, hello, and thank you for clicking on this. This is another episodes. This is another episode of Noise in Cell's Head, and today we have Cali or Chiharu. I can call her whichever I would remember when I'm trying to talk to her. Um, so, guys, just to premise, this is basically this is season 2. Wow, season 2. So hopefully I could get it. Everyone that I will try to talk to in season 2 would be people I'm interested in knowing more about. um Hopefully, yeah, you'll be interested in listening to me talk to and learn more about people I have in my Facebook page as friends, but I don't really talk to them too much because I'm either scared or I feel like I have nothing to talk to them about because I don't know anything. So okay, I'll let Kali introduce herself, and I'll try to pick I'll try to pick something from there, and maybe we'll start. And after that, okay, go.
Okay. Hi. My name is Cali. I'm also Chiharu Yumi on Facebook. I'm a mass communication student in FEU. Way back. Let's not talk about the year I graduated. And other than that, I like photography. I do cosplay photography. I also do sewing, and I'm actually a part of a props team. If you can search on Facebook, that is called Numinous Studio. So we do props, and sometimes we do costumes. So go ahead and check it out if you have time.
We'll have that. I'll let you talk about it in the end.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
let plug time everywhere. If you so yeah, her name is Kali or Chiharu Yumi in Facebook. Well, I guess, well, for privacy reasons, please do not just send her or like her
yes.
stuff, do, but just don't send her creepy stuff and be pointed to me that it's my fault. I told everyone her Facebook page. I want her back, hopefully in the future in another podcast. So don't you dare screw this up for me, guys. So uh, first I open my list of things to do because I'm a very bad podcast host. Um, so yeah, I have your the whole icebreaker questions, but I already have a few things I want to talk about just based on your intro, and as well as how I stalk your timeline in Facebook. So left or right?
Yeah. Right.
Wait, there's my right. Right. I didn't even know my right. Left or right?
Left.
You know what's funny? Because now you
Mm-hmm.
have to. Oh my god, it's not showing. Pick again.
Oh, pick again. All
Just
right.
just this time say one, two, three.
Two.
Okay. Oh, that's easy. I don't have to think of which from which, and I would take. Okay. So your question or your icebreaker is memorable childhood movies. I cannot bring it closer because it's you're
Yeah.
not gonna see.
Yeah, it's gonna be too bright. Favorite childhood movie? I think that would be The Addams Family. That has always been a favorite movie for me. So
I'm sorry. I just love that movie too.
yeah, same. I really love the quirkiness and the whole aesthetic of the whole movie. And I guess that's the reason why even until now, even I also talk about it with most of my friends. So I still love it.
It's just it's the whole aesthetic. I will never be as smashy as Morticia, but oh my god,
Yes. That's
that
why when suddenly Adam's family has slowly getting names and slowly getting famous now again. I'm really looking forward to the news that's coming in, since I think they had a green lit for another. I'm not sure if it's a series, but yes, I'm really really excited because I think they're trying to pitch in Evergreen to be Morticia.
Oh wait, yeah. I think
Either that or Christina Ricci.
I think I've seen that news, and it was Johnny Depp as Gomez.
Yes, yes. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. That's why I'm subscribing the news and I'm checking entertainment section
Yeah,
for
I'm
more
more of a, I
updates.
will wait for it when it's really there. It might be one of the few
Yeah.
reasons if it's in Netflix, I would get Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Wow. Okay. I have a weird. I have weird movies from childhood. So Adam's Family is
mm-hmm.
one of them. I just. I don't know. I don't think the what's this? The normal series is okay when it first came out, but did you like the new movie? Have you watched it?
The animation.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't seen it yet, but I really, really like Charlize Theron. I think she was the one. She was the one voicing Morticia Adams. I
Yes.
haven't seen it because few weeks ago I've seen Adam's Family Values with my best friend Diane, who's also my roommate, and we were really in love with the all aesthetic and all the dark humor it entails. Plus, it was pretty advanced of its time because they're really supportive about Wednesday, and there's some feminism touches in it as well before it was getting a bit of a hype or getting known in this
Mhm.
time of the year. So at this time, I plan to watch it with her. It's just that things have been really, really busy since
Mhm.
it's almost the end of 2020. But yes, I cannot make comment at this time. But how about you? What do you think? Have you seen it?
I've seen it. I guess I cannot talk about it because I don't want to say anything that will preempt
Mhm.
your whatever you
Yeah,
feel
no,
about the
no
movie.
spoilers.
It's not really a spoiler. It's just
Yeah.
I have this tendency that if somebody tells me that they did not like it or they super like it, the
Uh-huh.
moment I watch it, even though I feel weird about some parts, I would
Mm-hmm,
end up
mm-hmm.
turning into liking it. So yeah, um, you can
Okay,
just
I
tell me
get it.
about it the moment you watch it. But I
Oh
haven't really
yes.
finished it because it was my sister that was watching it, but I did have glimpse of what the
Mm-hmm.
plot was. So
Oh okay.
yeah. Okay. So now we move on to more questions. So I didn't know
Yes.
you're as you've said earlier that you're also a
Yes.
mass comm student because I did not like math.
You'd be surprised the amount of math I do when I sew.
Exactly. Well, at least it's not what's the term for me. It's not detrimental to. Well, yeah, if you would waste maybe cloth, but it's not detrimental to the point that you might
Exactly.
miss a calculation and a whole building will fall down. So,
Yes, yes. Unlike
yeah.
with engineering and other courses. Yeah, I get you. That's also the biggest reason why I jumped into mass communication. Actually, back in the day when I was in fourth year high school, where we're getting out entrance exams. I happened to pass UP Los Baños.
Mhm.
I haven't gotten into UP Dilimando. But the goal that I've been really aiming for was journalism, and I really wanted to try also poop set in PUP. However, I was late in passing the requirements, so I wasn't able to get the exam. So the last thing, my choice for university was FEU, and then that's the time that I got in. And they have no journalism courses but simply mass comm. And then I
Mhm.
thought, why the heck not, since mass comm is a broad course, you can get in touch with photography, radio, film, and it was really a good experience for me. It's just that I guess it's not the right thing for me to go into the field. That's why I actually haven't worked in any of the networks.
Mhm.
So but it's also a good help since I do get the idea of how it works, the technicalities of it all.
Mhm.
It's a very interesting course for me. Well, at least for me. So
Yeah, speaking of basically that's the reason why I chose mass comm, because I felt like it
yeah,
was such a broad field that you could join, or you could just do extra studies if you want to do like
exactly.
journalism or broadcasting
Yes.
or radio or but I was never really the one that wanted to be in front of the camera. I'm more of I would run around for you.
Yes,
You
yes,
need anything,
exactly.
I
I
would
have the
do it.
same feeling. You need
If
people, I got you.
I got you. Well, also some of my friends are saying, "Why are you under this course when I'm not really
Yeah.
the whole social butterfly type of person? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
have a really small um, circle of friends,
Circle.
so I'm not really a
Exactly.
good source of anything. I'll be like,
Yep.
"Do you know anyone? Can you ask?" I won't really ask that person if I
Mm-hmm.
need them. I would. So this is the podcast asking people to join in, and I don't really know them too well. This is really
Mm-hmm.
I'm really scared at sending stuff. So I was thinking,
Yeah.
what if she does not reply? What if she says no? What the heck will I do next? So yeah, I'm starting with
Oh
people I
yeah.
know that I know that has other people that know other people that are close to me, and maybe I could, if you weren't joining, I would be, Ate Aya, can you? I will be the bridge to talk to you. So yeah, I'm glad you said yes. And
Yes, I'm actually really looking forward to talk to you for a very long time. It's just that, like you, I guess I never found the similarity or at least a connection that I can tap into.
mhm.
That's why I haven't had that courage because like you, I'm also a wallflower. I'm a very introvert person, but in small circles I can talk a lot about anything as my best friend or my close circle of friends. But with a huge crowd, it's pretty intimidating, isn't it? And I guess for me, I just love observing how people behave. So sometimes like you people or some of my relatives ask that they always have that what do you call this people think that when we go to Mascom or we chose Mascom as a course, right? They always imagine that we will be the future journalists or future news reporters, and they never really had the idea that oh you can actually be a segment producer or like a video editor or um a photographer or something of the sort.
Yeah.
So whenever they found out that I am actually a mass comm student, and because before I also worked in a BPO industry, and they will be surprised because hey, how come you chose to work in the call center, or have you tried working at the media networks? And I was like, no, I have my own answers as to why, but for me, it's just I really cannot put myself in front of the camera. I'd rather roam around, do learn how it works because
Mm-hmm.
for me, I really find that fascinating.
Mm,
So that's the reason.
yeah, you did. Oh well, I think you would. Did you have OJTs in a network maybe when you were studying?
Not in media networks, but I did had my OJT on a talent management agency. So I had a bit of a background how it works. And then prior to me jumping to the BPO industry, I used to be a marketing assistant in one of a talent agency. Um, so we used to do calls and get in touch with road managers, um, talent managers itself.
Uh-huh.
So to get in touch and book several artists and celebrities. So I've had a chance to book several artists like
Wow.
the Don, Yola Pascual, but I'm pretty sure they never. So I've actually seen most of them in person, but not a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a very fun experience because I never really imagined that before an event can be executed, You have to really plan it through
Mhm.
and then have it approved to the higher ups before it can be really executed.
Yeah, because
So
budgeting and all
yeah,
that jazz.
yeah,
So yeah, I just want to open. I did do my OJT for like I think 30 hours in a local
mm-hmm.
network. But I was under the
Mm-hmm.
I knew somebody from the editing, so I did editing. And
Uh-huh.
that's why I wanted more of the mass com because I'm more into, yeah, as you said, like things, how it works. And during the time in the editing, I wanted to learn more. And apparently, it's a lot easier with the software because they don't really do crazy edits. Like if they cut something, it just could be a crossfade to another.
Yes.
And I do YouTube like crazy slaps of edit just to be noticed. And then in
Star
broadcast,
transition.
yeah, and in broadcasting, it's just as that simple. I guess what carries an edit for a particular segment in a particular show would be the footages they use.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just a few things I've learned, but I still can't. I don't think I could because the pressure of because we were editing a show. The person I was maybe shadowing, as you say,
Yes,
was
yes.
doing a show that would it's a what's it called a showbiz news type show, and it aired at night, and they edit the whole thing the same day. So it has to be like exported by I think 9 p.m. or
Uh-huh.
6 because I think they need to review and all that. So that's something I don't think I could I guess do it that
Mm-hmm.
quickly and have a
Uh-huh.
lot of segments and then be
Yes.
aired. If you screw one up, it's like you screw everything. Getting footages and then feeding it to be digital. I think we got in trouble once because we weren't manning
Mm-hmm.
it like the whole transfer because they take it from tape, get it digitalized somewhere, and be thrown to your station, and you have to
Uh-huh.
save it. And it was
Mm-hmm.
like an hour of rendering the footage from like the
Oh
tape,
my God.
and
An hour
we weren't able to save it, and then the PC just hanged. I was like,
crashed. Oh
it was scary in terms of because we were just OJTs and we
no.
felt bad
Yes.
for the the actual researchers that got the
Mm-hmm.
footage because I think what happened if I remember because I think I zoned it out because I'm so scared of remembering and talking about it because I feel bad for the
Yes.
researcher is that we said it was okay because we
Mm-hmm.
did click save before the PC time so she
Mm-hmm.
returned the tape of the
Mm-hmm.
original footage. And then when she came back, we were like panicking because the PC was dead. And then when we checked, it
Mm-hmm.
was gone. Now she had to go back down to archives and get the
Uh-huh.
tape.
Uh-huh.
Like, we were so sorry. And like the rest of the time that we were there, we were not doing anything anymore because we felt really bad that we felt that it was our fault. But they were telling us that
Mm-hmm.
most of the PCs, since they're old and all that jazz, even
Yeah.
if it's that big of a network, they don't really change the
Yeah. They don't update a lot of systems.
yeah.
But it's actually true. I mean, of course we since it's Mascom, we've had experiences with film and exporting a processed film with transition and sound engineering. It really eats up a lot of time, and
Mhm.
sometimes when it's almost done, it's good your if your laptop is not good enough, it's just gonna crash and you're gonna have to redo everything again. So I kind of understand the frustration. So sometimes, so I guess that's the reason why I haven't really tapped into the media networks for work.
Mhm.
And I guess my heart is really in the photography side of things. It's just that I haven't ventured it out yet because I needed an upgrade with my equipment. And at the time I never really had proper connections with a lot of people in where I can get enough learnings from. So that's one of the reasons. So I guess, yeah, right now, after years of being in the BPO industry, I've met several people that can help me hone my skills. So it's actually a big help as well. So I've never really been the the broadcast type of person. I never really liked it anyway.
I think, yeah. I think when I got the experience to like check people out, it
in a local network.
scared me a hell lot because a lot of people just start cursing if something does not go right, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's degrading at some point, especially if they weren't really. Oh, the shade. Oh, if I'm not just
If
gonna
you're
say,
not used to it,
yeah.
if you're not used to it,
Also, yeah. I guess.
sometimes it can be really sorry for the word, but it can be a bit abusive if you're not used to
Mhm.
it. So yeah, I do get that, and I guess I've had several stories from different people, not just with media networks or any broadcasting networks, but sometimes in the creative field, people can be really abusive, verbally abusive, that
Yeah.
makes, but sometimes they do tell you that we just say this so that you can have a tough heart, so that you can digest this
Hmm.
and do your things better next time. And sometimes could be it could work to most people, but sometimes it's really not. I mean, for me, it's not gonna work. So
Well, I think
no.
it would work if afterwards you kind of explain. If I was the one
Yeah.
that got it, at least let me know why you said it, or maybe it's if I don't really know you too well, and that
Yeah.
it was a spur of the moment, spare, well, whatever, spare of
Yes.
for the moment, type of comment. Give me a
Uh-huh.
second. Can you go out here? So yeah, I don't even know where I cut off before my sister decided to just stay in front of my door. So we'll continue. One thing I wanted to talk about is how did you get into photography? You did say you have, like you have no, you're into it.
Yeah, back in college, we do have a photography subject. Photo, I think that was photo 101.
Mhm.
But I think it was really since childhood that I really wanted to be a photographer. I think that was at the time, DSLR or digital SLRs are not really famous at the time, so you just need to buy Kodak films, shoot, have it
Shoot
developed.
and then
So
develop and
yeah,
realize everything
so
was not in focus.
yes, exactly. So at the time, I guess I'm not really that shy. So there were times wherein I'd wear a nice dress and then I like sit in front of the camera or try to pose.
Mhm.
And I remember my mom telling me that when I was a kid, whenever a camera is pointed at me, I'd like do poses, and she'd show me a young photo of my a picture of my younger self in white sando and shorts and like doing this on the camera.
That's how
So
kids are.
um yeah, and then when I was a kid, I actually my mom asked me before what I wanted to do in life, and I actually told her that I wanted to be a photographer.
Mhm.
But at the time, there were no famous wedding photographers or cosplay photographers, fashion
Mhm.
photographers. So my mom said that I don't think that that would be a good career for you to end up with, because
Mhm.
most of the time before, since it we do not have a digital SLRs,
Mhm.
we all know that most photographers work in a studio, or whenever they have weddings, they sell pictures for 50 pesos for
Mhm.
4 hours. So yeah. And then when I turned 16, I started I changed my course because my family initially wanted me to take up nursing, and I really didn't want to.
Okay.
I really didn't want to. So my cousin was with me at the time, and then asked and told me he was it was really heartwarming for me because um my cousin said this that changed my mind because he said, "You will have 4 years of your life studying in college for something that you do not like.
Mm-hmm.
So why not do what you like instead and just try to live with it and see how it goes?" So from the moment like I sat and enrolled for my course at that time, I changed it from nursing to mass comm. And then when I saw the when we were shown with their curriculum at the time, for second year, they had the photography course. So I was really really excited because oh my god, I'm gonna have a photography and all that. But I never really had much knowledge of it all. And we do not have a digital camera. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we do have, but it's usually the point and shoot ones. I remember
Mm-hmm.
having a Sony one. So but then because it's a point and shoot camera, you have limited options to make your photos better.
Yep.
So I asked my mom, instead of giving me a birthday party for my 18th birthday, to just give me a DSL camera as a gift, and I'm good with not celebrating it at all.
Yeah.
So, and then she asked why, because I kind of told her a white lie, but it's not really a white lie, because I told her, "Mom, because it's on my second year of college, we were required to have a digital camera, even though it's not really required." So my mom was like, "Okay, I'll save up, I'll buy you one." So that's the thing. But at the time, the camera that I purchased was a Canon 450D, and it doesn't have the capabilities to record videos.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a bit of a bummer because when I had it just 2 months after, they released the Canon 500, and I think they had a video segment,
Added.
or at least a video, yeah, added to the feature, and it was like,
Ding.
ah. So
Ding.
so I never really had the time to venture with video, but I really wanted to. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess that would be my goal. Hopefully by next year I'll be able to purchase a new camera, because my camera right now has given up on me since it's almost 10 years. I've had it since 2018, so it's very
Wow.
long time. Yeah.
So yeah, well, photography. So I think most Mascom courses does have basic photography. I did have it too.
Yes.
But from my school, they required just the DSLR. No, not the DSLR, the SLR. They
Oh, for
wanted us,
film, yes.
yeah, they wanted us to learn film. The school did have a dark room. So if you wanted to develop
Oh,
film,
lucky.
yeah, it's just it's weird. I wanted to learn it so much. I borrowed or rented a higher ups SLR for it,
Uh-huh.
but I felt like I never really learned anything. Check out my
Uh-huh.
pictures.
I
So
really I actually really wanted to learn how the darkroom works, because it really fascinated me, like transferring picture, putting picture on the paper, and then it starts to clear out as soon as you use different liquids
mhm.
or chemicals. And I never really had that chance. So I guess I would really really love to see someone and watch them how it works in person, because I am pretty sure that you can search it on Facebook, and
Mhm.
I mean not Facebook but on YouTube. But
YouTube.
it gives you a different feeling once you're looking at it being
Yeah,
done in person. It gives a different feeling. So it's one of my dreams someday.
I kind of did. I think I did have a chance of somebody developing something, but I wasn't inside
Hmm.
the dark room. It's more of because they need to put in the chemicals in a particular canister that they have to shake. But I
Yeah.
wasn't. I think maybe because I was dead scared because there were ghost stories in that dark room, so I never really went in. And
Uh-uh.
then we kind that my photography class kind of forced transition the use of digital SLRs. because
Mm-hmm.
most of my classmates at the time already has the digital SLR, so
Yeah.
we didn't really get the chance to actually work in the dark room. It's just there was times that alumni would go to the school to get film developed because they still were
Uh-huh.
close with the custodian. So yeah, I
Uh-huh.
saw that one time, but I never
That's
really went
really
into the
cool.
dark room because so where I studied is also where my aunt or my tita studied mass comm, and she was the
Mm-hmm.
one that told me that somebody, I think she was trying to develop a film that time, and she knew
Mm-hmm.
she was alone, but she felt a hand touch,
Oh
and
my god.
she had to stay and finish because the moment you open the door, that would ruin
Yes.
everything.
Everything, yes.
Dark.
You need to finish.
I don't want
Um,
to go in there.
no.
So I never went in there. I guess it was a missed opportunity, but I still don't want to go in there.
I mean, well, because of the red light itself, it's already scary enough. And
Mhm.
learning that there's some haunting story inside of the said dark room, of course, some, of course, everyone will be scared. So,
Especially if you're doing it alone. Oh my god, no.
yes, definitely.
See, uh, I did get a chance to work with you. Well, work. Well, I did
Yes,
get a chance to work with you with I think two photo
yes,
shoots. One was outside, which
yes,
was the very quick, according to Aya and Belle. It was the quickest photo shoot we ever did. The one in
yes.
Intramuros, because one
Yeah.
it was really hot and we were wearing jackets.
Yeah. That was the Vocaloid shoot, right?
Yeah, it was. We were
Yeah.
lucky that we were asked to pay because we were being asked to pay 10,000 pesos for the place. And I just said that I'm sorry, Kuya, in the barangay, but yeah, it was a lie. I pretended to be a student, and it was a school project. So we only had I think an hour or so in the place,
Yes.
and we just
Yes.
decided to eat somewhere after. It was a good
Yep.
fun shoot. Although I'm sorry, but like the first thing I would remember if I think about you and that photo shoot, it was you hitting your head and something. Because I think you
I
just suddenly stood up and there was a
Oh
metal
right. I think there was a
pipe.
metal bar.
It's like,
I
oh
think I had
my
a
god!
I think I had a bit of a concussion back then. I
Sorry.
was really a shy person at the time. So I never really had the chance to like introduce myself or like, hey, nice to meet you, nice to work with you, because at the time I didn't know any better. So
Mhm.
so I was like, hello. A
Yeah,
young, very, very shy person.
I think it was the first time I introduced you to us.
Yes, yes, yes.
So it
That's
was
why.
nice. The photos were really great. Coming from a
Oh,
person that
thank you.
doesn't know how to take photos. And then the
Yeah.
next one, wait, wait, now I want. We'll put the. I will put the descriptions of the album. I put the links of the albums of your albums of those photo shoots in the description when I upload this on Facebook on YouTube. And then the second one was during a gothic photo shoot in the studio.
Yes, yes,
So I think that could be in a way a good segue because you did like the whole aesthetic of being gothic, a dark, or
yes.
binding.
I
I don't
think
know how to say
it.
binding.
Yeah, I think we had that bit of a connection during that studio photo shoot because we never really talked at the time. But I guess I always have that I've always have that habit wherein when I'm interested with someone, I always keep an eye on them. And then we just have like I remember you just sitting there
Yeah.
or like standing in the wall, standing near the wall, and was like, so I was like, and then you were so ready, like doing this, doing that. I was like, that was the connection. Yes. So I'm also an awkward person because truth be told, I never really I don't know how to work with people, how to do those like you put this on your chin or do this or give that
You
this
don't know
kind of
how to, oh,
emotion.
what's the term to
Yes, I don't
actually
know how to
direct
direct.
somebody.
Yes, I don't know how to direct. I don't know how to pose people. I never really had any seminars how to do that as well. But with the BPO that I've been into,
Mhm.
we actually brought back the photography club where I was in because it was dead for a long time,
Mhm.
and we were able to bring it back to life. And I've met really good people who were really really good in their craft, and I had the chance to like observe how it works while working with them because we've had several photo shoots outside. It's pretty basic, just a pretty casual photography stuff, portrait photography stuff, mostly
Mhm.
with females
Mhm.
because I guess it's because most of my group mates in that club were guys. Or but we never really. I've had a lot of plans with that photography club, but it never flew because I had to leave the company as well. But it gave me good points on how to do shoots, not just with the technicalities of it all,
Mhm.
but to have that eye on what kind of message you wanted to portray.
Mhm.
And other than that, I've also been able to like slowly open up with the idea of because when you're an introvert and you're a photographer, it's pretty difficult. Because I mean, if you're interested with someone, with a stranger, you don't know how to open a conversation and
Mhm.
eventually ask them, hey, can you model for me for a bit? Can you pose
Yeah.
for me for a bit? So it gave me a bit of it taught me to have a bit of a courage
Uh-huh.
on how to talk to people, introduce yourself, and hey, you know what, I really really like your aesthetic, can I have a picture of you at
Mhm.
least? So it gave me that boost of confidence for myself. And like when I passed by on our company before, hey, it's you from Lente, because that's the name of our photography club,
Okay.
and Aya knows that too.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're from photography club, right? So are you gonna go to this official event? Because we've had collaborations with the corporate media on that company itself.
Mhm.
And whenever they needed manpower for big events,
For
they've always been
documentation.
asking, yes, for documentation purposes, because they have limited people.
Yeah.
They've been asked to do coverage as well, and we've always used that opportunity to have our photographers, especially the newbies.
Mhm.
We're giving them a chance to be able to work, to be able to experience how to work in that kind of field,
Yeah.
especially with celebrations or events wherein the company's big bringing in famous artists like
Mhm.
Barack and Edgar and whatnot. So we've had those opportunities, and it was a very fulfilling thing for me because from well, I'm still an introvert, I'm so shy, but you will have that kind of a mindset that if you were not gonna ask people, if you were not gonna ask them, you wouldn't even know the answer if it's a yes or no.
Mhm.
So I've always been very shy in getting a model or anyone that I really wanted for a specific aesthetic. So right now, I guess that's the biggest thing that I've learned, knowing or at least having a familiar mentors around
Mhm.
with photography, and it really helped me too as well. And I guess that's what I'm really looking forward to when I get to have an upgrade with my camera, because I really have a lot of people in mind
Mhm.
to do several shoots with me, and I've listed all my ideas. So I'm really really excited to have my hands on a new gadget and like I'm
An
gonna be the
experiment.
mentor in
Yeah.
the back. Yes. And I guess the when we met at the time, I really had an aesthetic for you. And to be really quite honest, I really wanted you to model for me. It's just that I don't have my equipments yet. I haven't. tap that connection.
I'm
So I
sorry.
really wanted you. It's okay. So I was really happy and excited when you reached out to me. And you said that you wanted to know me because I was like, oh my god, it's my chance. It's my chance.
Segue.
So
I was. Oh, I want to say this now because you're there. Segue. I was thinking about when you were talking about getting a new camera, and I was like, I was
yeah.
so tempted to just say, "Take me as a model."
Yeah, I actually since
And
I've
now it was
been
opened. I just go, yeah.
yes, yes. I have several people that I wanted to tap once I have my camera back because I'm slowly building up my equipments and my gadgets. Right now, I do not have a laptop that I can use. So
Mhm,
before buying camera, I really wanted to buy a laptop first for myself and then eventually invest on a very good camera
mhm,
and slowly have that because I still plan to make a portfolio
mhm.
of the things that I really am excited about to shoot. One is cosplay photography, and other is I've really been fascinated with fantasy type of photographies as well as gothic ones in fashion. So I really wanted to tap in those, and I've had several projects in mind which involves body positivity and at the same time something with regards to the Filipino deities that we have,
Oh,
and but
okay.
it's pretty much timely since Trece is gonna be out very very soon.
No,
So
I completely forgot you're also a Trece fan.
well, I'm a Trece fan, but I haven't read all of it yet because I do not have the books. But I think I do have the anthology. It's just that I don't think that I brought it here in my apartment. I think it's in my other house.
Mhm,
So I really have a projects in mind, and I'm really really excited to start again. It's just that I haven't had any equipment yet, but I've slowly been asking people like, when I'm ready, can you shoot for me? I do have an idea, and I'd really like you to participate, help me take photos, and discuss with other creative people. I've actually been tapping several makeup artists that I know. So so it's okay. I mean I'm that person who's willing to spend just to have that what I have in mind. Even since I'm sewing as well, I really wanted to make the clothes myself
mhm,
and bring it to life. So
mhm.
that's one thing that I'm excited about as well. So I'm happy that
I'm not
you're up
super.
for it.
I mean, um, I'm not. How do I say this? I know it's not there. You're still planning it, and I'm just really
Yeah.
excited about it. Um, I have friends that decided they wanted to do a podcast after I entered. They were telling me that they were marinating on the idea of doing a podcast, and I was like, "I'll be there. Do you need me to bother you and tell you that you need to record for your podcast? I'll be there. I'll be your number one cheerleader if you want me to."
I'll be
And I,
that
I
guy.
yeah, I also did say that once it's up, I will re-upload, not re-upload, reshare your podcast and then
Yes.
link your original podcast. So I guess it's there. If it comes, we will re-upload, not re-upload. I keep on saying re-upload. Reshare this particular
Reshare.
podcast and
Yes.
then have your link on top when you're
Oh.
done. When you're done.
Oh.
That, I mean,
Oh.
it's the only thing I could say I could do to help because doing the podcast is just basically for me to be talking to somebody different every week,
Yes.
and
Yes.
because of this crazy times, this is actually the whole podcast idea was a crazy move for me because I don't really know how to, like as you said, tap into people because I'm scared of
Hmm.
being uh in a way rejected or not being able
Yes.
to deliver what I want to say or deliver when I
Exactly.
get to talk to you or whoever.
Yep.
I was thinking I'm actually shaking right now. uh,
It's okay.
um so um hang on, what's the others? I think I would do. I did premise. I did say about something of the smashy stuff earlier, but I
Yes.
now
Yes.
I kind of want to do it in a different pod because I don't want to keep
Sure.
this too long, and I don't want to take
No,
too
it's
much of
okay.
your time. So one thing we learned. about Cali here is that she does photography. She does so for cosplay. She has ideas. Um, Support her or maybe message her if you want to join in her ideas. Like, I guess she's saying that she's not good in approaching people in terms of the ideas she wants. She's just starting now. So if you want to join in, why not just go ahead and tell her? Like what I did right
If
now.
you're
I pretend.
interested.
I'm sorry, it's just I'm really bad with getting compliments because sometimes I do want it. And when I get it, it's just like, I don't know how to react. I want to say thank you, but at the same time, I know I will be gushing. It would be weird not to say I'm really gushing or I'm really like, thank you. In a way, when I get it, I
It's
don't know how to
okay. It's
express
okay.
it. Now look how excited I am and how quickly I'm talking to you. So
At least we have had a lot of areas that we're actually connected at right now.
who would have thought?
So if you haven't noticed, I'm also wearing a Sherlock
Yeah, I
shirt.
know
So
you're a
I'm not
Sherlock
sure.
fan. I know you did.
Yeah,
What's the weird part? I think I saw you in Cosmania in your Sherlock cosplay. I know you were talking to Aya at that time, but at the same time, I didn't want to approach.
actually, I remember that part. My friend actually she went in as Irene Adler or so.
Mm,
And we had that she had to appear on stage, and we did a bit of a stint for her cosplay. And I remember someone asking her who if I was if I was a guy at the time. I was like, oh my god, thank you, my gender fluid self is really really
it's
grateful.
more of it's a complete compliment to somebody that is actually cosplaying a guy or a gender opposite to theirs. For me,
Yes. So so it was really I guess it was also a dream for me to cosplay Sherlock. If I had another chance, I would really love to do it again. Be it a gender bend or the original Sherlock. I'm sure that there's a lot of guys out there or people out there who can cosplay Sherlock better. It's just that I really love the series.
mhm.
I will not say what season, but I really love the series.
I
So it was a dream for me to cosplay in Sherlock. So I'm not entirely sure if I can if because I've had several cosplays in mind. It's just that I don't have the budget for it. But
mhm.
I've had several. I plan to cosplay Vanessa Ives from Penny Dreadful. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it's a
I
good
still
movie.
haven't.
It's a good series.
I have that series because of you. I downloaded it because of you were sharing
Really?
stuff. The
Oh
problem
my
is
god!
I cannot get myself to sit down and just watch the whole thing.
Oh, I think what I can say about the series is a bit heavy. It's a bit heavy for other people, but it's beautiful because you can see the combination of gothic stories like Dracula,
Hmm.
Jekyll and Hyde. So it's a good like for me and myself who really loves Gothic Victorian. It was like I was really really gushing over it, and I've always been on the lookout for new episodes, new season. So it was an added bonus that Evergreen was on it, and Evergreen was so good on a lot of episodes, especially on her monologue, on one episode on her monologue. So
I just like
if
her
you have the
eyes.
time, watch.
I will. I will. I will try my best. It's just that even though, even with the whole, I'm sorry. Even though we're stuck with the whole
Yeah,
pandemic
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
what's happening is I work at night. I sleep the whole day for the week, and
Mm-hmm.
then in the week during the weekends I do the pod recording, and then I try
Yeah.
to edit what's gonna come out the next week. And sometimes some people would ask because I do go out now, but I only go out if whoever's asking has a
Yes.
ride because at
Mm.
least I know we're just it will be just the two of us. So yeah, um, I'm trying. I cannot. I since we're working from home and I hope my boss doesn't see this. I do try to watch while working, but I cannot because I have to focus. I need to focus. So what's happening is when I'm
Yeah.
working, I just have YouTube in the background just to keep me sane because it's
Yeah.
I'm the only
Yes.
one awake. So yeah,
Yes.
I will try. What part of Penny? I forgot the whole.
Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, Penny Dreadful. I like is yeah, it's because you have what's his name that was part of what's that? Cause Rose Tyler. I'm sorry. What's the guy that wanted
Oh,
to have?
Timothy Dalton.
Yeah. But his character.
Uh, his name
Oh my
is.
god, I forgot.
Wait, I forgot the name.
It's in
He is Mina's father. Mina Harker's father. I just forgot his name. Wait, let me check. Yeah, he's also in Penny Dreadful and in Doctor Who. Sir Malcolm. That's his name on Penny Dreadful.
his character is just like. I mean, I know you want your kid, but there's that hidden meaning that I feel like there's another story. It doesn't really need to continue watching it because I feel
Yes,
like they're hinting that this is basically your fault and now you're just trying to get her back because it's your fault and your penance is trying to get her back.
yes, yes, yes.
So yeah,
And yeah, Rose Tyler is also part of Penny
I just
Dreadful. I
go Rose
mean, yeah,
Tyler.
Billy Piper. Yeah,
Piper. Yeah.
Billy Piper.
She got involved with the one with the painting. I think she was modeling for I forgot
Yes.
his name,
Yeah,
but
for Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray is also in the what's the name?
Yes.
Uh, what's that movie? A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. There is also Dorian Gray in that movie, right?
Yes. And then we also have a standalone movie of Dorian Gray, which is played by Ben Barnes. If you've seen The Punisher,
Oh, I
so
haven't
he's
seen it, but yeah, I'll go. I'll
oh,
go check.
he's a pretty guy in The Punisher. So when I
Pretty
saw The
good.
Punisher, oh, it's Dorian Gray. And he's
It's just
also Prince Caspian in
oh,
Lion Witch and the Wardrobe. So
okay. I'm more curious, or I'm
from
more
Narnia.
interested in the Dorian Gray character. I guess.
Yes.
Um, he's he's just everywhere. I feel like just suddenly. I think I was watching the whole Penny Dreadful, and then I
Uh-huh.
know League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is really old, and then I rewatched
Yes.
what when I downloaded because I felt like I never watched the whole thing. And then
Mm-mm.
his name was mentioned. Like, wait, why is he here? And then I realized most
Yeah.
of the characters in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen were book characters. Like, what book did
Yes.
Dorian? Where the hell are you from? So
I
that
remember seeing that movie as well. That's with Sean Connery, right?
yes,
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Yes.
yes. And I
So
know
it's a
did they
fun
have
one.
did they have Mina? I know they have the first the only girl there was like the first victim of Dracula apparently. Or was it? Yeah, she was the only vampire I think there that knows Dorian
Yeah.
Gray. So yeah,
Yep.
that movie. I'm glad I finished it after a
I
while.
don't remember if I finished that film, but now that you've mentioned it, I guess I'd have it downloaded so I can rewatch it again. Those things, because I really, really love, since I'm really into costumes and, well, cosplay, I really, really love the aesthetic of Victorian, especially Gothic Victorian. So when Penny Dreadful was released, the initial squeal was because Eva Green was in it.
Mhm.
And then suddenly, as the description goes, or as the story goes on, it's like, oh, it's a mixture of all the Gothic stories. Dracula,
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, yeah,
And the premise,
Dorian
like
Gray, Jekyll
Franken's
Hyde. Oh my god.
Frankenstein's story is like, wow.
Yeah, it was really good because we never had that kind of gothic aesthetic, gothic Victorian aesthetic being told in that kind of thing, like all of the because at the time, I guess, we do not have, well, there were plans with the Marvel, right?
Yeah.
But we never had that kind of what do why they put all the gothic stories in one show? And it was like, oh my god, this is all hitting all my right buttons. I'm gonna do it. So I was really, really invested in the whole series. And it was
it, it's
really, really awesome.
it's a nice watch. It's just the times I have to watch it is at night, and
Yeah,
as I said,
yeah.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want
I
it.
understand.
I don't want to be thinking about it before I sleep.
Yeah, true, true.
Also, I don't like spiders. Like the first
I
episode, there's
understand,
like
I
spiders
understand.
coming out from the crucifix. Like no.
I understand.
So yeah. All right. I think the last question I have is maybe this meshy stuff, and maybe this meshy
Yep,
stuff could go some in another podcast maybe.
sure,
So
it's okay.
yeah. I would let you. Okay, you could plug anything like plug time. I know you have your own Facebook page for your photography. I'm not sure what else you have. You did say you have your own the cosplay group or
Yes.
props group. I know you were walking with a baby Dalek before
Yeah, I was promoting and advertising that Dalek Chan all
with the
around.
Dalek.
So, yes. Yeah, right now it's not currently active for my photography page because yeah, since my gadget died down, my camera died down, I was never really been able to participate in several photo shoots. But if anyone would like to check it out, it's Cali Innoville Photography. It doesn't have a lot of albums, but if ever you're interested to check it out, go to that page if you're interested on what you see, like the page. And I hope that sometime by next year I'll be able to make projects and have it uploaded on the photo page that I got. And then there's another one wherein I am also into making props, helping props. It is Numinous Studios. I'm working with several artists who make commissions on several conventions. So you can see our booth sometimes. We participate in there. We sell stickers. We make art commissions. Um, and sooner or later, we'll probably cater cosplay costumes as well. And you, if there's anything that you're interested for you guys to commission for props or any drawings, just check out the page and then message us, and then we'll help you
Okay.
out.
Sorry, it's just I'm zoning out into the fact that since you did say you kind of wanna or we wanna do a photo shoot, in my head it's just like,
Yes.
can we do that from Sandman?
Yeah, of course.
And so, oh my god, my tongue is blue. I did
Well,
not
you had
real.
that tea.
I
Was
did
that
not
milk tea?
realize that. Yeah, it's milk tea. It's I think blueberry because it's a bit tangy.
Oh.
I did not.
Mhm. It kind of now it if you didn't tell the audience that you were having a milk tea, it would remind me of the bubble gum that we've always had from before.
Yaki.
The sour
Oh wait,
bubble
no, no,
gum.
no. That's
Yeah.
yaki. No, no, it's
Yeah,
pintura
it
that
is.
colors.
Oh yes. But don't they
Yaki.
have the sour one? Yeah.
I think it may be the
I think
candy
it
from the
also
US.
paints, but it's not really pigmented like pintura
Oh, okay.
bubble gum.
Oh, yeah. Now I feel like I'm sorry. I feel like what's the dog that has blue? I feel like a chow chow with blue tongue. This is so weird. Okay, so yeah, I've always dreamed of. I go segue. I always dream of cosplaying that from the
Yeah.
Sandman series, which is from the book, which is the Endless Nights,
Mm,
which
yep.
she was wearing a gown. And my favorite line from the whole movie is that it's okay. You can continue with your whatever the meeting is, because they're apparently
Uh-huh.
meetings of the whole universe and galaxies.
Mhm. Mhm.
And she just goes, "You could just talk whatever you like anyway. all be going back to me. I was like, yes, that's exactly it. Everybody goes to
All
death
right.
after.
Well, that is true.
She's
It's
the
always
end
the
game.
end game. Yes. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll be happy. I'd be happy to discuss it with you off record. And we can actually do concepts on how do you want it to appear, or what do you want to, what kind of output are you hoping for? And I think we could actually do that.
My output would be anything that's dark because I look pretty in dark, like really dark.
Dark is the aesthetic.
We,
It's always dark.
it's always dark because you look so you look smaller when you're dark. When it's dark, not you're dark. It's when it's dark.
It's a dark time.
Okay, so
But yeah, I've always really been in love with the gothic feel, or the
it's just
horror and macabre feel.
it.
There's something haunting and pretty in that at the same time.
I'm more of It feels like you're floated, like really floated, but at the same time you feel really sexy.
Yes,
For me,
exactly.
it's like when you go gothic, the chokers, the accessories, the dress, the lace. It feels sexy even though you're not showing skin at all.
Yes, yes. I understand. It gives you that feeling of like um being Morticiados in Mary
True.
Black, oozing with sexiness, not minding at all.
Where's the corsets when you need
Yeah. So
corset
yeah,
everything?
that's, I actually do have a corset, so
Okay.
but for
Um,
another discussion.
another day. So I'm moral
Yes.
like guys, if you're listening to this and you want to hear more about smeshy stuff that I'm not really sure how the heck I'm gonna execute it, but we can have Cali back. Cali will show the way.
Yes. Well, that, not that kind of way, but okay.
It's still going
I,
to
I'd
be the
I'd be
topic's
more than
not
happy to
topic's
share
not
some
safe for
stuff.
work, but what you're gonna
Yes.
see is safe from work.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this at work if you wanna. Just kidding. So yeah, I don't wanna hold you for too long. What did they sing? So and I guess it's time for me. I wait. So no other page to. I just go cut the whole thing. No, no other thing you wanna like plug aside from
uh,
photography and.
no, I think that's it. Because yeah, as I mentioned, I do sing in a band, but we do not have a band
I
Facebook page.
completely
So
forgot about that.
no, it's okay. I think that can be discussed for another time as well. So
We could discuss that
yeah,
next
you
time.
can just drop by Luminous Studios for your pop requests. I'm pretty sure that right now we're open for any projects that you want us to make. Just drop by, drop us a message, and hit that like button. That's what they say in YouTube. And yeah, go check out my page if you're interested. I would be happy if you want to work with me. I would be more than happy. I've always been excited. I've always been the type to really get excited if people has several ideas. So
I'm
I'm happy to work
excited.
with you soon.
I'm excited. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna execute it, but I'm excited. Whatever you want to do, I'll support you. Oh wait, I don't think it would still be. If we still need donations, guys, for other places that was flooded, please do so. I'm not sure how
Yes.
long the whole relief thing, or hopefully we will not get more crazy typhoons with like the next month or the last month
Let
of this
let's hope
year.
to
Oh
have,
my god.
yeah.
So yeah, if
Let's
there's
hope
still
to have a very peaceful December at least.
yeah. So but yeah, if um I guess I would just put in the description if there's still pages that needs more donations, then you can check that
Hmm.
out now. So yeah, with that, again, thank you for listening or watching this through YouTube. It will be uploaded. This episode will be released on the 27th. Audio wise, it would be an anchor, and then the video would come out the next day, 28th, and my YouTube channel. Why the heck did I remove my glasses? And thank you. I'm stealing the good mythical piece ending. Thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. And
Please
with
subscribe.
that, and with that, we say